Good morning, children. In the previous class, I took the lesson for you. That is reminiscence, recalling the past. Rabindranath Tagore is recalling his past in the childhood. And in that lesson also, we have seen how the nature, it says the beauty of the nature. This poem also, a thing of beauty, this also says the beauty of nature. How nature made us to happy. This poem is written by John Keats. He's a famous poet. The simplest language he used to take in his poems. He is the British romantic poet. Actually, he was a surgeon, but he decided to write only poem. Though he skipped out his profession and started to write the poem and become a big poet. A great poet is. So, beauty of nature. What is nature? The surrounding, that is the sky, what we have seen, the heavenly bodies, plants, trees, then rivers, seas, mountains, this and all, animals, people, places, things, this and all what? The surrounding people, animals, different kinds of people, this and all only present. They adorn the nature and they give the beauty to the nature. Now let us see, this is the memory poem. Totally it consists of 17 lines. And we'll see every four lines, and we'll see, as usual, we have to say the rhyming pair, rhyming scheme, then alliteration, personification, metaphor, whatever that maybe what are present in the poem, let us see now. It is a memorator, I said, you have to learn the poem also. A thing of beauty. Beauty is always joy. There is no end for the beauty. For example, if you admire the beauty of the sky, that during rainy season, the black clouds and other things, and sometimes after the sun rises, so at the time of sunrise, you see, means you can see the sky, the reddish brown color, like while it sits that in different color. This and all, who can admire? Even we, the normal people, can admire. Means think of the poet, how they admire the beauty of nature. So he expresses his feelings to us. A thing of beauty. It's in page number 109. A thing of beauty is joy forever. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness. First 3 lines. A thing of beauty is joy forever. Suppose you admire one place or one thing, whatever it may be, you admire it and it is joy forever, and that loveliness. So first day you have started to admire. The second day the loveliness, that admiration towards the nature is increases. It will never pass into nothingness. So after, even though every day we are watching, after 30 days, 40 days also, we have to be the admirer of nature only. We never say this is nothing. Okay, such a beautiful things lie in the nature. But we'll keep a bower quiet for us and sleep. But though the nature is very beautiful and other thing, suppose our living places, the dwelling places, by nature, that is our living place surrounds by the trees and other thing. The trees are surrounded that in our house, for example, all the sides are covered by the trees. The gloominess, the greenish will give the fresh air and happiness to us. He wants that kind of house to live in. Bower means shelter. So we'll see the meanings here. Bower. That means what? Shelter. That is the place we are taking rest. Shelter means it gives the happiness to you. It gives the protection to you. The place which gives the protection and happiness, that is known as what? Shelter. We are living very safely within the 4 walls and closed doors. What is said, the closed doors and 4 walls should be surrounded with the greens. That is the plants and other thing. That gives the happiness to us. Wherever the plants, certainly there should be birds. They used to sing the song. This and all will make us to be happy. Clear? So, a thing of beauty is joy forever. Can you follow the meaning? Ever means what? Always. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness. Every day it will increase. The loveliness, the beauty increases. But never, we cannot say that is nothing in the beauty. But we'll keep a bower quiet for us. But shelter we want. Bower means what? Living place we want. It should give the happiness to us. And sleep we should have. We cannot admire the nature even in the night time also. Night time we have to sleep and take rest. So the shelter should be covered with the greens, trees. Full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. Therefore, on every morrow, and we are reading, morrow means what? Every tomorrow. Every today there should be a tomorrow. Today we say tomorrow. Tomorrow again what we have to say? Tomorrow becomes today and we'll say other. Every today there should be a tomorrow. Therefore, on every morrow, morrow means what? Tomorrow. We are wreathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth. Wreathing means surrounded. Every morning we are surrounded by the nature only. And the flowers are attracted to us. And the flowers that bind the earth, it gives the smell, it gives the sweetness to the earth. Some shape of beauty moves away the pall from our dark specks, such the sun, moon. Trees old and young, sprouting shady boon, for a simple sleep, sheep, and such are daffodils. The trees, they are some shape of beauty moves away the pall. Moves away the pall means what? Covering. So the forest, that's a covered area. So we are coming out of the area also. Some other places they give the beauty to us. The trees are there. The trees are the, some of the trees are very old trees. So many years past. Some of the trees are young trees. Whatever the kinds of trees may be, either it is old or young, whatever it may be, it will give the shade. Shade means what? Niyal taru. Not only for the human beings, even for the animals, even for the flowers, even for the simple sheep. Sheep means what? Four-legged animal. Even for the simple sheep, cattle. Cattle also come under and resting the four-legged animals and all comes under cattle. With the green world they live in and clear rills. Rills means what? Clear streets. So the surrounding should be hygienic. Hygienic means what? Surrounding should be hygienic, cleaning. So let me say again, a thing of beauty is joy forever. Its loveliness increases, it will never pass into nothingness, but will keep above, quiet for us, and asleep. The shelter give the happiness as well as the sleep. Clear 4 lines. Next 4 lines we have seen, full of sweet dreams. If you are living in a proper shelter that gives dreams, the dreams, there is no ending for the dreams. The dreams, what are our imagination has comes as the dreams only. The dreams are what kind of dreams they are? Sweet dreams, health, and we are breathing very quietly. Why very quietly means what? Very softly without any diseases. A flowery band to bind us to the earth, and some shape of beauty moves away the pall. Pall means what I said, covering. We are coming out of the shelter that is covering places. From our dark spirits, what are the dark spirits? Sun, moon, and the trees, old trees as well as young trees. Sprouting. Sprouting means what? The seeds are come out. From the seeds, new plant has come out. No, that is known as what? Sprouted seeds. The shady boon. They are giving the shady. Boon means what? It's a blessing. Boon means what I said? It's a blessing. Not only for the human beings, even for the animals too. For sheep and other things. That for themselves a cooling covered me. Gain is the hot season, the mid-forest break. Even the hot season also, in the middle of the forest, we never feel the sunny atmosphere. This is because what? The sun cannot be seen. The branches of the trees are covered the sun. Rich with sprinkling of fair musk, rose blooms, and endless fountain, the immortal drink. That we can see. Flowers and all blooming. Blooming means what? Just from the buds it opens its petals. And the fountains are the fountains, that is the waters, they are coming out like showers. Waterfalls like that's showers, fountains of the immortal drink pouring onto us from the heaven's brink. So on the atmosphere, on seeing the beauty, we feel that we are in the heavens, that showers, that is what I said. Fountain, the fountain water sprinkle on us. Sprinkle on us means what? It spill on us. We feel as if the thing is coming from the heaven. Clear? John Keats, the poem. First 4 lines we'll say. A thing of beauty is joy forever. Let me write the last 4 lines. Joy forever. Next one, second line will never. And the third line will keep. The fourth line is sleep. So, what is the rhyming scheme I said? if you are considering all the 4 lines together and we are finding out what pattern they are arranged, that is known as what? Rhyming scheme. We are considering the first 4 lines. Here what is there? Ever. Here never. Both the spellings are different, they pronounce the same. Ever, never. Say both come under one category, that is A. Other 2 lines we have to say means keep and sleep. Both keep, sleep, the same pronunciation. So this is BB. What is the rhyming scheme here? AA, BB. This is the rhyming scheme. And rhyming pair, ever, never. Keep, sleep. Take pencils and underline. So while the class has started, on saying this thing, you have to take the subject. English means you have to take the English book and reading. And a thing of beauty, immediately what you have to take? You have to take a page number and you should go through. Clear, children? First 4 lines, it's clear. Then at the same time, we have to say the alliteration. The first line, the thing of beauty is joy forever, there is no alliteration. Its loveliness increases, it will never. Here what is the? Its loveliness increases, and then it will never. So what are the things? Alliteration. First we have seen rhyming pair, rhyming scheme, rhyming pair, and we are going for alliteration now. It all begins with the, that is a letter means single word, single thing is known as letter. For example, I is a letter. IT, it, yes, it's a word. Many letters join together and make a word. I is the letter here. Increases, I, it begins with I. So a same letter repeats many times in a single line, that is known as what? Alliteration. We have seen what are the alliterations. Clear? In the first paragraph we have seen rhyming scheme, rhyming pair and alliteration. Now we have to go for second paragraph. Full of sweet dreams and health quite breathing, therefore on every marrow and we are wreathing, a flowery band to bind us to the earth, some shape of beauty moves away the path. Now we will go for the second paragraph, other 4 lines. First line is what? Breathing. Second one is wreathing. And the third one is earth. We have to see rhyming scheme. The first one is breathing. A. We'll start with A only. Second one is wreathing. The same pronunciation. A. Earth. That is different from breathing and wreathing. So we have to write B. And the Paul, it's a different word. So the rhyming scheme is AABC. Rhyming pair we want to say means, what is the rhyming pair? There is only one pair is here, that is breathing and wreathing. This is rhyming pair. And we have to go for the alliteration. The first line there is nothing, no alliteration here. Second line, therefore on every marrow we are wreathing, that is no day. A flowery band to bind us to the earth. Band, bind. Band, bind. This is alliteration. Band to bind. Some shape of beauty moves away the pall. Some shape. Some shape. So while you are writing alliteration, you have to underline the word. This is alliteration. Clear? What I said? We are saying the alliteration. Next we will go for the other 4 lines. From our dark space such the sun and the moon. Let me write the third paragraph here. Here what is the last line? Moon. This is third paragraph. Next we have to see boon, daffodils and rills. So as usual, daffodils, rills. So the rhyming scheme is B. Rhyming pair is daffodils. Then we have to see alliteration. What is the alliteration there? Spirits such. First line. Spirits such. Okay. And the next line. Trees old and young sprouting shady bone. Sprouting shady. For simple sheep such as daffodils. Simple sheep such. These are the alliteration. With the green world they live in and clear rills. With green band they live in world. These are the alliteration in the fourth paragraph. Clear? Now we have to go, third paragraph, we have to go for the last paragraph. That is, that for themselves schooling. No, here, I'll write here, last one. Make, break, blooms, drink and bring. Totally, here how many lines we are taken? 5 lines. First one is make, break. They are not only rhyming pair as well as rhyming pair, and we are taking, if you are considering rhyming scheme, it will come under A. Blooms, there is nothing there, it's different words, so B. Drink and bring, both are same, this is CC. So rhyming scheme is AA, BB, C. Rhyming pair means first 2 and here this 2. In between there is no rhyming pair. Clear? And we have to go for alliteration as usual. That for themselves. That. Themselves. TT alliteration. And next. And cooling covered. The same line. Cooling. And then gains the harsh season, the mid-forest break, there is no alliteration. Rich with sprinkling, there is no. And then an endless fountain of immortal drink, here also no alliteration. The last one too, I think there is no alliteration. So while taking a poem, immediately you have to be with the pencils, you have to attend the class with the pencils, you have to underline. Here is a metaphor. And we have to say metaphor. It is in Tamil we have to say Oma, that is we are comparing one thing to the other. Here what is the line here? The fourth line here, Bava, kite farers and sleep. It is a metaphor. Underline the sentence and write that is metaphor. I'll say how it is metaphor in the next class. So how it is metaphor, underline the line and say metaphor because here Bava means what I said, shelter. Baba means shelter. Write the answer in the book. Underline the page number, fourth line you underline and write inside metaphor and write the answer like this. Or we can say that is metaphor, I said no. That is comparison. Metaphor is nothing else, that is comparison. Calmness of a Baba, that is, Baba means what I said, shelter. Baba is compared to the calming effect of beautiful thing. How the beautiful surrounding, how the nature, with the nature the Baba is compared.